Hi, good evening. Look, happy Valentine's Day. I hope everybody gets laid tonight. So, all right. So, I had no idea where I was going to start, but we're just going to go with it and see where we end up. This isn't even about my ex, but I kind of got tangled in it, so we're going to, like I said, we're going to go with it. So to begin with, I'm a bit of a sensualist, a little bit of a hedonist. So I like stuff that feels good. If I can't be naked, it has to be silky, nylon, rayon, satin. It has to feel good on my skin. You know, I was that kid. Diapers came out the year I was born. I know I'm telling on myself. But my mom said I cried for 2 weeks in these disposable diapers before she realized she had to buy cloth. So that's my thing. I like to feel good. So a friend of mine, she has 3 kids. So I was watching her kids a lot. They stayed over me. I was Aunt Phyllis. I took care of the kids. We went out. We had everything. And, you know, kids leave everything everywhere. So somebody has to come back and collect the stuff, or you have to pack everything up and ship it over, you know. So my friend got her boyfriend to do it. You know, good-looking guy, tall, you know, braids, like 87% leg, great-looking guy. You know, but this is my friend's dude, so I'm looking, but I ain't looking. You know, so he comes over and, you know, he picks up the kids' stuff, but he ends up sitting down. So we're hanging out. I find out by accident that he was really smart. So we're like watching Nat Geo and the History Channel and talking about really intellectual stuff and having a great time. You know, he's rolling. I'm watching his lips, watching his hands. He's rolling his blunt, doing his thing. I'm sitting there, I'm watching, but I'm not watching. That's my girl's man. I'm not watching. Okay? So he come over, you know, and this became a regular thing, at least once a week, because I had the kids, you know, a lot. So he would come over, hang out, leave, go, come, you know. He was furniture at that point, you know. So I end up at Joe Mars, and I always seen these like muumuu nightgowns. They were like the satiny ones you see in Woman Within or Catherine's, you know, and I always loved them. And I was like, I'm going to have them, but I'm not paying $50 for it too. I don't care if you give me free shipping. I'm just not going to do it. You know, and one day I was in Joe Mart and I seen these nightgowns and I was like, oh my God, I always wanted those. You know, they were like $5, $10. Give me the whole rack, everything that can fit. Even if it can't fit, I'll take it. I'll cut it up the sides. I don't care. I'm taking this with me. You know, so I go home, I got the nightgown, you know, I'm chilling. I was laid off on vacation, I don't know. But it was a whole bunch of time where I was just laying in the bed, feeling good, being sexy and fat and relaxed and just doing my thing. You know, and he comes over, you know, my friend calls, she's like, oh yeah, I got it, you know, he's coming over, he's coming to get this kid's stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I don't feel like getting dressed. So, you know, I'm being grown. So, fuck it, this is what it is. I'm comfortable, I'm in my bed, I'm chilling. It is what it is. You're just coming to get the kid's stuff and your furniture, so ain't nobody paying you no mind. So he comes in, I got the nightgown on, nothing else, just the nightgown. You know, he comes, he hangs out, leaves, you know, he doesn't say a word. 2 weeks later, a friend of mine calls me, and me and her are talking about him and, you know, the kids and the whole thing. And she's like, Phyllis, do you know your nightgown is see-through? Honey, it's see-through. Anytime all of this hit the light, you can see everything. Oh, so I'm a good girl, you know, that's my girl's man. I'm looking, but I'm not looking. So I'm freaking out because you can see everything, but I had no clue. And he never said anything, so he was looking, but he wasn't looking neither. So, you know, so 2 weeks later, you know, a friend of mine calls me and she's like, you know, telling me everything. We're catching up, and she's like, so, you know, he can see through your nightgown, right? So now I'm mortified because I'm like, I don't want my friend to think I'm coming after her man. I'm just trying to be comfortable in my skin, you know. So you know, me and her talk about it, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, I don't want her woman, you know, his woman to think I'm coming after her. Like, that's my girl, you know, these are my peoples. And he's wallpaper. I'm not thinking about him. So he comes over, gets the stuff, he doesn't say a word, hangs out, he leaves. And this is a ritual. Like, this is a couple times, you know, 2 times a week at least, because I keep the kids a lot. He goes, he comes, he goes, he comes. And then one day his girlfriend comes over. Now we're doing the girl thing. We're getting the kids situated so we can have girls' night in. You know, here's the cake, here's the cookies, here's the food. Just take it, just get out. And we're sitting there and we're making sandwiches or something, talking about something random, and she busts out, you know he likes you, right? Wait, what? Who? She's like, my dude. Like, you know, when you come around, he watches your ass. He sits in front of the door so that when you go to the bathroom, because her bathroom's here, the bedroom's here, you know, so when I come up the steps, I walk up the hallway, he watches me go in the bathroom, he watches me leave. Girl, bye. I thought she was just trying to make a fat girl feel good about some things. I didn't believe her. Like, you just trying to cap my head up. Go on with your life. Because like I said, he's a good-looking dude, and he got you. She's built like me, but smaller. You know, she's like about 5'4", you know. Big boobs, big ass, you know, a little chubby, big thighs. You know, she's built like me, only smaller. So what are you looking over here for? Like, you just trying to cap my head up. So dude comes, you know, me and her talking, and she tells me that he likes me. I ain't pay her no mind. She was like, oh yeah, and by the way, he told me he can see through your nightgown. What do you mean he can see through my nightgown? So now I'm freaking out. Not because he can see through the nightgown. I don't care. He done seen tits and ass before. I just don't want her to think that I'm coming after her dude. So I'm like, you know, it's not like that. Like, I didn't realize this and that, third. And she's laughing. She's like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So he comes over, and, you know, the three of us are hanging out. You know, the kids are about where they're about. And she's like, what are you thinking right now? And he's like, I'm thinking about this. He kisses her. I mean, and not just a little kiss, like, I mean, he put the thing on her, okay? Kisses her, and then he turns around and kisses me. So I'm stuck. I'm like, yeah, what just happened? How did that happen? So he goes to the bathroom, and me and her are talking about it. She follows him into the bathroom. So they're in the bathroom doing what they do. And I'm like, well, what do I do with myself? So I end up baking brownies. Like, I done whipped the hell out these brownies because I don't want no parts of that business. But I can hear everything that's going on. Every suck, every lip, every slurp, every And I want to, like, I'm at the kitchen, at the bathroom door with the brownies. Like, what's going on in there? I really want to see. You know, I stirred these brownies so good they fluffed on their own. Like, I'm going to kill these brownies if I don't put these things in the oven. So I put them in the oven, go in the bathroom because I can't take it no more. I got to see. So she's giving him a blowjob, and I'm watching. The whole thing is going on. And then my husband comes home. So my husband comes home. My husband comes home, and he's thinking, I don't know what he was thinking, because, you know, it's like he walks in and, you know, you got the, in the bathroom, and I'm standing, you know, in the kitchen, the bathroom. Oh, that's it. Okay, so I'm standing between the kitchen and the bathroom, and I'm listening, and I'm peeking. He comes in, all his stuff is everywhere, so he's like, you know, should I go to the store? Like, you need a minute? I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, come on in. And he swore up and down that me and him was having an affair the whole time. I'm like, no, that's wallpaper.